Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Okay,
Krishna,
we start now. Jagarahamadova Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodananda Rajajanaranda Yashodananda Rajajanaranda Namo Natira Vanachari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narottama
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Sarasatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudhire
Tato Jayamudire
Nashra Prayashu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayasho Bhadresho
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki
423:8 Srimad Bhagavatam Tena Kramanusiddhena Tena Kramanusiddhena
Tena Kramanusiddhena
Hasta Karma Malashayaha
Vasma Karma Malashaya
Vasta Karma Malashayaha
Vasma Karma Malashaya
Pranayamai Sanniruddha
Niruddha
Pranayamai Sanniruddha
Sanniruddha
Advargas Chinna Bandhanaha
Shatavargashtinna Bandhana
Tena Kramanusiddhena
Tena Kramanusiddhena
Vasta Karma Malashayaha Pranayamai Sanniruddha Advargas Chinna Bandhanaha
Shatavargashtinna Bandhana
Tena Kramanusiddhena Vasta Karma Malashayaha
Vasta Karma Malashaya
Yamai Sanniruddha
Niruddha
Advargas Chinna Bandhanaha
Shatavargashtinna Bandhana
Tena Kramanusiddhena Vasta Karma Malashayaha
Vasta Karma Malashaya
Pranayamai Sanniruddha Vargaschinna bandanaha.
Vargachinna bandanaha. Tena kramanusiddhena karma malashayaha. Pranayame sanniruddha sadvargaschinna bandanaha.
Okay, Hare Krishna online. Anybody wants to chant?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danva Pranam. तेन कर्मानुसिद्धेन
Tena krama
ध्वस्तकर्मामलाशयः प्राणायामे सन्निरुद्धा षट्वर्गश्चिन्बन्धनः.
Hare Krishna. I'm not getting voice of anybody.
Hare
Prabhuji
Krishna,
will
Hare
mute
Krishna
it.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Danva Pranam. Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tena kramanu siddhena dvasta karma malasayah pranayamai sanniruddha sadvargaschinna bandhanah. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tena kramanusiddhena ध्वस्त कर्मामलाशया प्राणायाम सन्निरुद्धस्य बंधना. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tena kramanusiddhena dvasta karma malashayaha pranayame sanniruddha sadvargaschinna bandanaha. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
तेन क्रमेण सिद्धेन ध्वस्त कर्मामलाशय प्राणायाम सन्निरुद्ध षड्वर्गश्चिन्न बंधन.
Thank you, thank you. Let us continue. Tena, by thus practicing such austerities, Rama gradually, Anu constantly, Siddhena by perfection, Dvasta smashed, Karma fruitive activity, Mala dirty things, Ashayaha desire, Prana ayamai by practice of pranayama yoga, breathing exercises, sun, being, niruddha, stop, shat vargaha, the mind and the senses, chinna bandhanaha, completely cut off from all bondage. By thus practicing severe austerities, Maharaj Prithu gradually became steadfast in spiritual life and completely free from all desires of fruitive activity. He also practiced breathing exercises to control his mind and senses, and by such control, he became completely free from all desires of fruitive activity. By thus practicing severe austerities,
Maharaj
Maharaj Prithu
Maharaj
Prithu
Prithu
became
gradually
steadfast
became
in
steadfast
spiritual life
in spiritual life
and
spiritual life
completely free
and
and
completely
completely
free
free
from all desires
of all
all
desires
fruitive
desire
activities.
for fruitive
fruitive
He also
activities.
activities.
practiced
He
He
also
also
breathing
practiced
practiced
exercises
breathing
breathing
to control
exercises
his
exercise
mind and senses.
to control
to
his mind
control
and
his mind
senses.
and senses,
And by such control,
And
and
by
by
such
such
control,
control,
he can completely free
he
he
became
became
completely
completely
free
free
from all desires
from
from
all
all
desires
of
desires
fruitive activity.
for
for
fruitive
fruitive
activity.
activities.
Yes,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhuji, I'm not able to see the first line. Yeah, Hare Krishna. The word pranayamahi is very important in this verse because the Hatha yogis and Ashtanga yogis practice pranayama but generally do not know the purpose behind it. The purpose of pranayama or mystic yoga is to stop the mind and senses from engaging in fruitive activities. The so called yogis who practice in Western countries have no idea of this. The aim of pranayama is not to make the body strong and fit for working hard. The aim is to worship Krishna. In this previous verse, it was specifically mentioned that whatever austerity, pranayama, and mystic yoga practices Prithu Maharaj performed were performed for the sake of worshipping Krishna. Thus, Prithu Maharaj serves as a perfect example for yogis also. Whatever he did to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The minds of those who are addicted to fruitive activity are always filled with unclean desires. Fruitive activities are symptomatic of our polluted desire to dominate material nature. As long as one continues to be subject to polluted desires, he has to accept one material body after another. So-called yogis, without knowledge of the real purpose of yoga, practice it in order to keep the body fit. Thus, they engage themselves in fruitive activities and thus they are bound by desire to accept another body. They are not aware that the ultimate goal of life is to approach Krishna. In order to save such yogis from wandering throughout the different species of life, the Shastras warn that in this age, such yogic practice is simply a waste of time. The only means of elevation is the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. King Prithu's activities took place in Satya Yuga, and in this age, the practice of yoga is misunderstood by fallen souls who are not capable of practicing anything. Consequently, the Shastras enjoin Kalau nasti eva nasti eva gatir anyatha. The conclusion is that unless the karmis, nanis, and yogis come to the point of devotional service to Lord Krishna, the so called austerities and yoga have no value. Naraditaha. If Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is not worshipped, there is no point in practicing meditational yoga, performing karma yoga, or culturing empiric knowledge. As far as pranayama is concerned, chanting of the holy name of the Lord and dancing in ecstasy are also considered pranayama. In the previous words, Sanat Kumara instructed Maharaja Prithu to engage constantly in the service of the Lord, Supreme Lord Vasudeva. यत्पादपङ्कजपलाशविलासभक्त्या कर्माशयं gratitam udgratayanti santah. Only by worshipping Vasudeva, one can become free from desires of fruitive activities. Outside of worshipping Vasudeva, the yogis and gnanis cannot attain freedom from such desires. तद्वन्नरिक्तमतयो यतयोऽपि रुद्धा श्रोतो गणस्थम् अरणं भज वासुदेवम्. Bhagavatam 4.22.39. Here the word pranayama does not refer to any ulterior motive. Actually is to strengthen the mind and senses in order to engage them in devotional service. In the present age, this determination can be easily acquired simply by chanting the holy names Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tena kramanu siddhena
Tena kramanu siddhena
karma malashayaha
dvasta karma malashayaha
pranayame sanniruddha
Pranayame sanniruddha
vargas chinna bandanaha.
Sarvarga chinna bandana.
By thus practicing severe austerity, Maharaj Prithu gradually became steadfast in spiritual life and completely free from all desires of fruitive activity. He also practiced breathing exercises to control the mind and senses. And by such control, he became completely free from all desires of fruitive activity. So, the age is different. This age is Satyuga. So, something else is the practice, there's Ashtanga Yoga practice going on, and involving severe austerities. This Ashtanga Yoga is not done sitting in the house on sofa set, as most people do. You may do some exercises for health, but don't be proud. It is nothing spiritual in Kali Yuga. The problem is people want to make everything look divine, spiritual, and whatever they do, this is divine, this is spiritual. And most of the people, if they're practicing anything today, we can say easily 90% people, if they're practicing spiritual life today, is some kind of Ashtanga Yoga. I think that also explains why in Kumbh, those Ashtanga Yogis from Himalaya are the most popular, because that's what they are practicing. To tell somebody you sit down and chant Hare Krishna one round and hear every word is more difficult actually than this Ashtanga Yoga, in one sense. It looks very easy. Sit down. Because we cannot do such kind of physical austerities in the forest. But you should not think that I am chanting Hare Krishna, that's very easy. It's not easy here. It's very easy to say, but very easy to actually not know the difficulties. Who are actually trying to implement the process, it's not easy. And then, how do we know whether I am doing even the basic process? Prabhupada says, we were seeing in the purport that by these severe austerities, the main and the pranayama, the severe austerity referring in the previous verses to sitting in cold water in winter, sitting in hot sun in summer, surrounded by fire, all those austerities, not eating, these are all varieties of austerities. But basically to control the mind and senses, strengthen, Prabhupada says, strengthen gradually, not in one moment. Gradually the mind and senses are strengthened and we can keep away from fruitive activity. And Prabhupada says that this thing can be achieved by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. So this should be your goal. When you're chanting the mantra, it is not just gad finishing the rounds. The goal is that I chant so attentively, when the day will come, when I will think like that, I chant so attentively that at least for 24 hours, my mind is free from fruitive activities. Fruitive. What is this fruitive activity? Again and again we saw this word, fruitive, fruitive, fruitive. Fruitive means selfishness. Something material profit I want. You see, in the world, people are running around to satisfy the belly and genitals. Correct? Society, people are running around for two things. How to satisfy the belly and how to satisfy the genital. And for that, all their activities can be understood in these two domains also, only. That is called fruitive. He doesn't know sarata labhate daivat. This kind of pleasure of the senses are available even in the animal kingdom. Sarvata labhate daivat. But no, in the human form of life also, he only thinks that he can do this. We give the good example always of the mobile. You can use like a paperweight and that's what it will be for you. But mobile has better uses. Yeah? Somebody may be satisfied, I am using like a paperweight. Okay, that's what for you, but actually it can be used for something more. So similarly, the human body being limited to enjoy the senses is very unfortunate. Actually, this human body can allow us, if you want, to purify the consciousness for fruitive activity, and once having done that, you cannot enjoy the waves of ocean of love of Krishna unless you come out of fruitive activities. We cannot. You cannot maintain fruitive desires for sense enjoyment and at the same time imagine and hallucinate, I will drink the ecstasy of love of Krishna. So there is some kind of a testing period, which we call purify. You say to Krishna, give me the love of Krishna. So Krishna said, really? So I'll put you under testing period. You really are sincere, you want what do you want? Love of Krishna? See, you want all the fruitive activities, what mentioned in this word. Now, fruitive activities, I mentioned material activities for sense enjoyment, and king of all the sense enjoyment is belly and genitals. Correct? So, society is actually running for that. And you want love of Krishna. So, you cannot put legs on two boats. So, now, having attained the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to some extent, and having some faith, that's all of you have. Now, if we continue to indulge in fruitive activities, because day is 24 hours long, not only 1 hour of the class, there are 23 more hours. So during that time, if you are engaged in fruitive activities, what is going to happen? What is going to happen is that we will slow down in our path back to Krishna. You will keep walking. You're not walking backward, you're walking forward only, but slowly. But if you can, by good association, Prabhupada has given the formula, attentively hear the Nama. If you can just do that, your heart will be pure for the next 24 hours, you will not do any fruitive activity. So that should be the standard. Abhi japa karte ho gaya. But that is my heart washed. Correct? The mantra has the power which we ignore. Sometimes we go to Dham, Yatra, we are very much enchanted by the Dhama Mahatmya. Oh, here you come, this will happen. Here you come, ho gaya, aapka moksha ho gaya abhi. Idhar aaye, aapko Krishna Prem mil gaya. We hear the Dhama Mahatmya. But we forget that just like Radha Kund we hear, anybody take bath in Radha Kund attains Krishna Prema. Yes, provided you have the consciousness like a respect and surrender like Raghunath Das Goswami. Otherwise it will not happen. Similarly, holy name, Nama Mahatmya, that is Dham, with one chanting is enough to take you back to Godhead. One. Once Srila Prabhupada explaining the Ajamila Vyakhyan. So he said, Ajamila chanted. So he said, Prabhupada, we are written in the purport 3. Prabhupada, not 3, once is enough. Not that Krishna need to be reminded 3 times, no. Sometimes I remember we had this, I don't know whether it is still there. In a Bangalore temple, we made this animation show, the whole Ajamila life. And then when Yamudutas come to Ajamila chant, Narayana, 3 times. So Prabhupada said, no, not 3 times, 1 time is enough. Krishna doesn't need to be reminded 3 times. Where in the shloka it doesn't say 3 times. You people have added. So it says only once. So that's a Nama Mahatmya. Once chanting is enough. But we do not have faith. So therefore, Prabhupada said that at least you chant your 16 rounds attentively. And then he gives a blessing. If you do that, your mind will be not fruitive for next 24 hours. Okay? See, what is the condition? Just like, we have to see in the movies, one villain will be tightly bound by the ropes and will be dragged in the horses. They will tie him behind the horse and he's being bruised, his blood is coming. Sometimes they die. Correct? Now just imagine this. That is how we are living the life. Our senses are dragging us all day. So any intelligent person understands that what is this life? Life means freedom. No? Now around the world they are fighting for freedom. We don't want, actually they don't know. Nati viduhu, they don't know. Swartha, gatimi Vishnu. My real happiness is taking shelter of Krishna. They don't know. They say, no, I get freedom, I'll be very happy. No, that is not the way to become happy. Your way to become happy is take shelter of Vishnu. Nati vidu, swartha gatimi Vishnu. They don't know. So this is a whole world. Without knowing my real self-interest is Vishnu, they think my self-interest is some sense enjoyment. And then they fight for that. Now when you say my self-interest is Vishnu, there is no fight. Because everybody can have Vishnu. Correct? But when I say my sense enjoyment is a material object, so they say you have one banana and 5 people want it, how it is possible? Then they have to fight. But Krishna is unlimited. So there is never going to be any kind of a difficulty if everybody can have Krishna. But material things are limited. Everybody cannot have the material things. So fruity mentality finally needs to war in the family, between the families, between the communities, between the states, between the countries, between different kind of blocks, Cold War, Hot War, all this kind of fight. But if you see the root of that is fruity mentality. Therefore Prabhupada mentioned, that is what the weakness of the Kali Yuga, the weakness of the people in this world, material world, fruity mentality. What is in it for me? Kya fayda hai? Continuously we are analyzing. Therefore we have in the Western countries, suddenly one day the husband will get up, tell the wife, I'm not happy, and he walks over. What is in it for me? Person is so selfish, cannot even think in the terms of family. He only thinks of his own self. Am I happy? Am I happy in all these things? Constantly he is thinking in terms of his own rights, his own pleasures. Fruity mentality. So this whole world is infected with fruity mentality. And that is, fruity mentality becomes too much, that becomes madness, tamoguna, a little, that becomes rajoguna. And when a person is gradually purified, kalau shudra sambhava, Kalyuga, we are all shudras. Because of fruity mentality so much, we are not able to even do anything practical and purposeful. Just days are going on. But as the chanting takes hold, the mind becomes little purified, person comes to Rajaguna, and then he can do something. But still he is contaminated, he is selfish. But more the heart is purified, he comes to Sattva-guna. He has no personal profit. He is very calm, peaceful. He can do tapasya now very nicely. He is actually happy. And more as heart is purified by the chanting Hare Krishna, now he tastes the bliss of Krishna consciousness. Tada rajastamo bhava kamalobhadayasche chete ete anavidam sitam sattve prasidati. He becomes actually joyful. Evam prasanna manasa bhagavad bhakti yogata. And so if you want to enter Krishna consciousness, you should be free from fruity mentality. We see people are sad today. Why they are sad? Because fruity mentality. We are not sad because of anybody else. We are sad because of our own stupid mind. Fruity mentality. And because of that, we lose our happiness. And then the rest things follow. Then we don't accept our own responsibility. We start blaming the whole world for our problems. And we don't understand the root cause of my unhappiness. There is no reason to be Vishram Purna Sukhayate. Yesterday we read that famous shloka. Kaivalyam narakayate tadashpura akash pashrayate. Durdant idire kala sarakaro patkayate. Vishram Purna Sukhayate. Vishram Purna. Whole world is Vaikuntha. So if you can actually, Vaikuntha is not that you will take some kind of a journey at the point of death. Definitely you will. But you can still live in Vaikuntha because this world is also Vaikuntha. This is also Krishna's kingdom. It's not that Vaikuntha is Krishna's kingdom and this world is somebody else's kingdom. This is not somebody else's kingdom. This is also Krishna's kingdom. But in the Vaikuntha world, everybody is in proper consciousness. So therefore, they enjoy. When Jaya Vijaya, unfortunately when they change their consciousness, they became envious of the 4 Kumaras, they ceased to live in Vaikuntha. Very soon they were sent. Correct? So similarly, in this material world we are here. Iha yasya harirdaasya karmana manasagira nikhaleshu avastashu jivan mukta sauchyate. You are already in Vaikuntha even though you are living in the material world. And vice versa, you are in Vaikuntha, you become envious of somebody. Come down. You are not living in Vaikuntha now. So living in Vaikuntha is actually in consciousness, not physically. Correct? You understand? Like Jaya Vijaya, the moment they became envious of the 4 Kumaras, they were no longer in the Vaikuntha world. Envy, now what? That's not Vaikuntha. What are you doing? Vaikuntha, now anxiety starts. Curse has come. The three births they chose, so they have to. So if we are in the material world, we have to change our consciousness. Okay? And what is Prabhupada is pointing out, one of the main weaknesses of the conditioned soul is fruitive activity. Fruitive. Therefore, when you are doing activity, you should think 10 times, for what purpose I am doing it. Now here, again and again in every purport it is said, whatever Prithu Maharaj does was just for satisfying Krishna. He went to the mountains, he is in the ice, just to satisfy Krishna. He is walking in the snow, just to satisfy Krishna. He is sitting among the fire, it's so much austerity, just to satisfy Krishna. He is doing so much pranayama exercises, just to satisfy Krishna. Correct? All tapasya done, just to satisfy Krishna. Aradhito yadihari tapasa tataskim, naradhito yadihari tapasa tataskim. What is use of tapasya? By that you cannot please Krishna. The only focus was, is Krishna pleased? Okay? So this is a very, very beautiful platform that every moment is just used to satisfy Krishna. I am anyway a servant of Krishna. And then, in the beginning when you want to do like that, Krishna will say, really? The testing period. And that is why at that time Maya will give you all kind of attractive things. No, you say you only want to work for the pleasure of Krishna. What about this? Lost. So what is advancement? Advancement is how much we can focus on satisfaction of Krishna and keep away from our own fruitive tendencies. So as we get purified, more we can focus on Krishna's pleasure, less our disturbance of the mind and senses. And as the mind and senses become purified, it calms down. And we are able to sit on samadhi on Krishna, correct? Just like Ashtanga Yoga, what is the purpose of Ashtanga Yoga? Just sit on samadhi on Krishna. But how many 8 stages are going for that? Yama, niyama, rules and regulations. You cannot say, I will not follow any rules and regulations. Sit for samadhi and Krishna. It's not possible. Your body, mind will not allow you. Will not allow you. So we have to go through. Then we do asanas, then we do pranayama, then after that dharana, dhyana, samadhi. So these are all different stages, but what is the whole purpose? We can sit on samadhi on Krishna. So devotee also wants to be totally absorbed in meditation on Krishna. But it is not a joke. This will take time. So we have to go through that gradually. You see the word it is said, gradually. Not that suddenly I picked up the Japamala, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. I am fully purified, now I am on love of Krishna. Take time. Shanai. Bhagavad Gita also the word is used, Shanai, in the 6th chapter, gradually. He drags his mind. Very nice explanation is there in the 6th chapter, how he drags his mind to fix on the lotus feet of Krishna. You have to drag. The struggle is there. Okay. And then Krishna is pleased by our attempt. He is very merciful and he bestows unlimited mercy. Then very easily, just like Parikshit Maharaj, just look at his example. He's already a devotee. So you're all wonderful devotees, no doubt. Okay? Not Parikshit Maharaj is still way ahead of us, he's Mahabharata. But in a principle you can take similar example, a great devotee. And he was absorbed in so many material affairs, he was the king, so many things. Now he is about to leave the body, he knows 7 days' time. He wants to fix his mind in Krishna. In what way our life is different? Same thing. Okay, we are not devotees like Parikshit Maharaj, but what we are doing is same. Same. We are by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, you are all become devotees. Now, you see what he did. Continuously for 7 days without even taking a drop of water and food, he heard about Krishna. And you cannot do that. You take water and you take food, but follow what he did. You cannot imitate. Anukarana, anusarana. Just like we have the example of Raghunath Das Goswami. Now can you do that? Taking buttermilk once in 2 days, 1 glass. He was very thin. Still he used to 1,000 times pay obeisance to Krishna, 2,000 times pay obeisance to Vaishnavas, and chant 64 rounds every day. So thin. And he was sitting next to Radha Kunda and chanting Hare Krishna. Correct? That we saw the Samadhi, some of you, Samadhi in the Radha Kunda vicinity of Raghunath Das Goswami. Such a great Acharya. Now when you hear about that, you can only respect. We cannot imitate. Not possible. But so what we can do what the Acharya has told. Chant 16 rounds attentively. And what should be the result? Your chanting should be so good that for 24 hours, no fruitive activity happens. That means what? 10 to 30 not happening, next day. Okay? And chanting is assisted by reading. Because if you don't read properly, actually the process is the holy name chanting. But then, chanting how can you do without guidance of the Acharya? So hear from the Acharya the glories of the holy name, where are you, what is their condition, how helpless you are at the mercy of Krishna. And then when you chant very attentively. As such, both of the processes are Shavadam, leads to our spiritual advancement, and both feed each other. If you chant very nicely, then you can read very nicely. Right? Prabhupada says that you chant very nicely, heart is totally pure. Now every word you read will go inside your heart. Very good. That's also there. And vice versa. If you read very nicely, then when you chant every word. You know the value, what you are doing. You will not stop it, rather you will do it very nicely. Okay? So this thing is clear that the fruitive activities will go as we attentively chant the Nama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So that attentively. So mind should be washed. And then when you look at it, anything you are going to do in a day, just think. And Prabhupada said devotees feel ashamed that he had a fruitive desire, a desire for sense enjoyment when he was doing something. True, we try to color, we try to give excuse, but don't cheat yourself. Outside in the world, anything we do, we try to give, even do the most sinful activity, we like to give some excuse for it. But don't cheat yourself. It's not good. At least be introspect and understand. Therefore, introvert, extrovert. Introvert person is always internal. You just think, I did that activity. Did I do it for sense enjoyment? Did I break regular principles? Just like Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita is thinking, is it right I'm going to do this war? Introspective, that's a devotee. Will it be right if I do? So many people will die if this war happens. He is very scared that, am I doing a fruitive activity? You see that? He is very scared. Am I doing a fruitive activity? A sinful activity? Papa. Fruitive activity, once you get into fruitive activity, very soon it will lead to sinful activity. A spark can only fire once, it will grow. In the beginning, when you do sense enjoyment, we do in a dharmic way. But very soon it goes, the rules outside the dharma and starts sinful activity. Nonam pramatta kurute vikarma yate indriya priti apanote. Rishabhdeva gives a certificate of that. When you do activities of sense enjoyment, priti apanoti, nunam pramatta, you certainly become mad and you do great sinful activity. So, introspection, Arjuna is very worried. Is that I'm killing, am I doing it for, I do not want big kingdom, I do not do any fruitive plan, I do not have. I don't want big kingdom, opulence and all. What is the use of all this? He's thinking, I don't want to be such a low-class man as fruitive. You see that? Therefore Arjuna is great. Therefore Krishna is standing on his chariot, because he is a pure person. By mistake also he doesn't want to do sinful activity. By mistake also he doesn't want to. He's thinking, I'm fighting this war. He's introspective, checking himself. Am I fighting this war for my own pleasure? I do not want kingdom. I do not want wealth. I'm ready to become a beggar. I don't want all that. The war be stopped. If this war is for my own fruitive activity, let the war be stopped today, now. We will walk away from the battlefield. I will not even You may say that, okay, I'll not fight, but if this fellow throw weapon on us, then I will not take revenge, he says, even though they attack me. Because see, the point is that it's very important to become a principled person. And you think you can go to Vaikuntha being a joker? No jokers are allowed there. Who is allowed? A principled person. We are discussing that Krishna becomes attracted to such pure devotees. Oh, so nice, looking at him. No, I don't want to fight this war, if this is for my own kingdom. He's introspective. Am I introspective in my day? Whatever I'm doing now, am I doing it for Krishna's pleasure, or I'm addicted to some nonsense sinful activity and I'm wasting my life? Imagine how principled person, how wonderful is sweet he. And Krishna looking at him and he's smiling. Prabhupada says in the end of the first chapter, such a nice, soft-hearted person is fit to get spirit. Krishna hearing. Same way, Prabhupada is expressing Krishna's heart. He's such a sweet boy. I want to give him spiritual knowledge. Krishna is thinking like that, smiling, soft-hearted person. What do they use, Krishna? Killing my own brothers. How can I throw arrows? Will it be wrong? He's introspective. My guru, my own grandfather, they are puja, they are worthy of my worship. How can I throw arrows at them? Isn't it? This is called introspective. Introvert, spiritual life is for introvert, not extrovert. Introvert is always checking, always checking. This is an exercise that has to be implemented. It's not okay, now we say somebody is chanting Hare Krishna. Whether he is chanting Krishna, how do you know? Whether he is hearing every word, how do you know? It's all personal. You can cheat the whole world very easily, correct? But you cannot cheat yourself. You sit down and hear the word Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hear every word, introspective. This is not for the whole. Nobody will come to know. Who will come to know? When you're chanting Hare Krishna, whether you're hearing or not, who is going to come to know? Nobody will know. Only you know. So try to hear. Just like here, it is said, he is very conscious, am I doing a fruitive activity? You just be introvert in the sense that you are taking the medicine properly. Harinama Aushadhi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I brought this Aushadhi for you. Take it. Jiva Jago, Gaura Chanda Bole. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, oh my dear living entities, get up. You're simply sleeping on the lap of Maya. Get up. Many times these songs are sung in the, some temples which are large community, big ashram is there are so many devotees. So the morning they send one team, they will sing, Jiva Jago, Gaura Chanda Bole. Or Vibhavari Shesha, Aloka, that's also another one. Sun has got up now, please get up. Now chant from the mouth, the name of Hari, Hari. And Lord Chaitanya has brought this medicine of Harinama, please accept it. Okay? So we have to take this medicine and we should know Shanai. Gradually as we keep taking this medicine, what is going to happen? The fruitive activity, which is the root cause of our existence in the material world. Krishna bhuleya jiva bhoga vancha kare. What is this bhoga vancha? Fruitive activity. We come to this material world for fruitive activity. Moment the fruitive activity desire is vanished, you go back to the spiritual world. Because fruitive activity, this personal, this hallucination, enjoyment, doesn't exist in truly. It's a hallucination. So material world is created to give us a hallucination that I am becoming happy by sense enjoyment. The material world is created for that. So till the desire of fruitive activity is there, you have to stay in the material world. And if we can purify this, you go back to the spiritual world. Just purify. And the process is given. So now somebody understands, okay, now I see Prithu Maharaj, he is doing some austerities in the Himalayas, he is doing. Prabhupada said, not needed. Just sit down, attentively hear the Mahamantra. That is enough. For a typical Kali Yuga soul, there is a terrible austerity in trying to hear every word. Hare, first thing he'll try to sleep. Second thing, he'll not like to complete his rounds. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna, hear the word, every word, and see the result. Through the day, you should see that my mind is feeling purified and I can focus on my service to Srila Prabhupada. Very good. And more purified, then the bliss will start. The smiling whole day with the happiness of Krishna consciousness. And more purified, then the ocean of love of Krishna will manifest within the heart. Waves and ripples of love of Krishna. And what is it lying the problem? Fruitive activity. You have to take it and throw it away. Therefore, it is said when somebody is progressing in spiritual life, Jiva Himsa, Koti Nati, Nishidachara, Mana Puja, Pratishta, what are they? The very cause of them is fruitive activity. You are still maintaining a desire for fruitive activity, and at the same time you are practicing Krishna consciousness. That will become a weed. The spiritual growth will become, you will move slowly. So you want to move fast, throw away the weeds. And what are the weeds? Fruitive activity. Therefore it is mentioned again and again, if I have an enemy today, therefore devotee is not scared of anything. He should not be scared also. He is not even scared of death, but is scared of Maya. And how does Maya exhibit? How do you know I am in Maya? Just keep watching. A devotee should be scared of going into Maya. Just keep watching. I did that activity. Did I do it for sense enjoyment? Yes. Not good. I should not. Then I am getting trapped by Maya. So you see, how does the Maya manifest? How does the Maya manifest? See, we as devotees, by grace of Srila Prabhupada, we want to be in love of Krishna. We don't want to be in Maya. So how do you know I am in Maya or I am in fruitive or I am not? See whether I am doing fruitive. Because what the Maya will do will drag you to do. First it will develop fruitive desires. First stage only desires. Then fruitive activities will start out. So person should be introspective. Dhyayate vishya pumsa sangasya shubhajayate sanga sanjayate kama kama krodha vijayate krodhad bhavati samboha samboha smriti vibramaha smriti vamshad buddhinasha buddhinasha pranashyati. For what it is? Fruitive activity. Pranashyati, the last stage, the contemplation started. So fruitive activity, not just activity, you have to think the thoughts. And Rajoguna, the desires have started. Strong desires for sense enjoyment. Dhyayate vishya pumsa. Attachment has started. Kama, strong desire to enjoy that sense of that. Then anger, why I am not getting that? Krodha, the bhavati sammoha, the mind becomes a delusion. Sammoha, smriti vibrama, smriti bhamsha, the buddhina, loses all intelligence. And it's thinking this fruitive activity is my life. Therefore, you stop somebody from doing fruitive activity, they get very angry. Why it is that? Why you are stopping me from these activities? That becomes very difficult. Therefore, when Srila Prabhupada went to America, in the beginning what he did, he did not speak anything. They were engaged in intense fruitive activities, sinful activities. Their minds are rotten. So Prabhupada said, I come here to give some intelligence. So Krishna Bhaja say Chatura. He is an intelligent person who gives up fruitive activity and keeps chanting the name of Krishna. But it's not easy. So therefore, Srila Prabhupada just gave them the Harinama. Keep chanting. Keep chanting. And as they keep chanting the Harinama, what happens? The heart becomes purified. When the heart is purified, the tapo divyam putrikayena sattvam shuddhayet. Heart becomes. And Brahma Saukyam Tonantam. We experience unlimited spiritual joy. Nayam de bhajam niloki kashtan kamanarte vidubhujami. Don't do fruitive activities because animals are also entitled for that. Tapo divyam. My dear children, do some tapasya to come out of this fruitive mentality. What will happen with that? Putrakayena sattvam shuddhayet. Your heart will become purified, removed from this fruitive activity. And then what happened? Brahma Saukyam. Correct? Shanotam sakata Krishna punya shavena kirtana erdantastu badrani vidunoti surasata tata rajastamo bhavo kama lobha. These are all fruitive activities. And when they vanish from the heart, sittam sattva. So we think, the society thinks, everybody thinks, more we engage in fruitive activity. Therefore, proper karmi means animal. There is no brain substance. So when a person is engaged in fruitive activity, he thinks, I'll be happy by that. Actually, he'll be happy by giving up fruitive activity, not by indulging in fruitive activity. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know. So the real victory is actually internal, in consciousness. We have to watch out our consciousness. If you're not, that's why Prahlad Maharaj says to his father, my dear father, there are many people who won many kingdoms. but never control their mind, and therefore they lost everything. What is the use? Just like Hiranyakashipu, controlling the whole universe, but he was always drunk, always frustrated. What is the use? Correct? I can be happy. A devotee is simple living, high thinking. He is thinking to maintain beautiful consciousness. And for that, the Acharya, for the golden age, Srila Prabhupada has given the prescription. Accept that. And as you follow that, beginning with the chanting of the holy name, beginning with the reading Srila Prabhupada's book, that is Shravanam in the beginning, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Vandanam, as you do the different Navavida Bhakti, what will happen? You get free from fruitive activities. And then we start tasting the bliss. But till you maintain, how can you maintain Maya and Krishna conscious together? Okay? When you are ready to give up the fruitive activity, then the ocean of pleasure of Krishna will start. And then life looks very nice. Spiritual life begins. Hare Krishna, anybody wants to add anything on fruitive activity today? You remember some instance? Just like I told you the instance of Arjuna, he is introspective. Can you think about introspection of Arjuna? Any example more? Arjuna was introspective, whether it is right or wrong. Anybody else introspective? Hare Krishna. Nobody is introspective? Yes,
Mrigari?
Padma.
Hunter Mrigari Prabhuji?
Mrigari, okay. He asked Narada, what is wrong? He asked, that means he's introspective. Is there anything wrong I'm doing when I'm killing these animals half? My father taught me like that. What's wrong? The Narada Muni said, the same animals you're killing, when you die, they will take revenge. Oh. And your family members are not going to take share of your sinful activities. They say, somehow bring money, it's your headache. Yeah. Chalo. Yes, Hare Krishna. Any other example where a person was introspective?
Ratnagar.
Huh?
Ratnagar, he became Valmiki, he asked.
Yeah. Very good. Any other example?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have a question. In the fruitive activities, what you mentioned, after coming to Krishna consciousness, of course, like openly I will not ask, take care of my son, education, so many things. But inherently, in the mind, so many things are still there. So open, I do not go and ask the Lord. So, what should we do?
Yeah, Mataji, your voice is not clear, but Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Bhim become proudy for his power. So Hanumanji teach him.
Now who becomes proud?
Bhim.
Okay, yeah, that's another, yes, that's another example. See, Yudhishthira also at the end of the war was introspective. Is it right? And he concluded that I have done so much sinful activity. Just maybe this war was fruitive. I want to be the emperor, replace Duryodhana. Is introspective. Yes. Jagan Age Nityananda. Yes, tell me what is it, Mataji? Okay, any other example? Fruitive activity? No?
We ourselves are examples, Prabhuji, many times.
Oh, Vyasadeva? Which person you're saying? Vyasadeva?
No, I'm saying we ourselves are examples, I said that.
Yes, very good, very good. We should do.
We have to
And I was just
introspect
thinking,
every time.
no, that's
Every
very
time.
good. No, that's very good, but I was just thinking of some great examples that we took the Arjunas, we took Yudhishthira's too, from the Shastra thinking. Even Vyasadeva, yes, he was also
interested.
he was also thinking.
Yes.
Why is introspective. So we should, if I made many mistakes, I try to satisfy Krishna. Correct? What did I make any mistake? So this is good. That will help us advance in spiritual life. You know that famous shloka of Kunti that always we take quotation. Janma Sharya Shuta Shivi. What is that? Fruitive activity. Janma, the great birth, great opulence, Shruta, great learning, great beauty. For what? So that I can enjoy the life nicely. By these things, you get some sammana in the so-called material society for sense enjoyment. You know? You get so-called security by these things. Then when there is then if that is there, where there is helpless cry for Krishna's lotus feet, that's not there.
And
Okay.
because of Arjuna's introspection, we got Bhagavad Gita.
Yes,
He
very
started
good.
introspection.
Yes, if the Arjuna would not have introspected, the Bhagavad Gita would not have come out. Wonderful. Even you see, very good, Parikshit Maharaj also, the Bhagavad started after him. He was also after coming from, putting the garland of dead snake on Shamika Rishi. When coming back, he was thinking whether I did right or wrong. Maybe I made a mistake. Actually, he was a great saint. Oh my God, what I have done. Now I want some great punishment to come so that this kind of fruity mentality doesn't come in me again. Isn't it? He was thinking that. And when the message of Bhagavatam is coming, he's hearing because he wants to purify. See, if I tell you, you are great, why you'll take medicine? Okay, medicine is only taken by somebody who agrees that he's sick. So Parikshit Maharaj agreed that he needs to get purified. He needs to get purified from fruity mentality. Therefore, he was hearing Bhagavatam with so much attention, not even taking drop of water and food. But we are thinking that mera to back to Godhead ho gaya. Are Baba, idiot, if there is fruity mentality inside you, you can go to spiritual world not with anything. You have fruity mentality. If you are chanting, I'm chanting 60 now. If you are chanting 60 now with offenses, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, written by same Acharya, you get a benediction that for billions of years you can chant, you will not go back to God. Correct? Be convinced of this. Do not think that मैं हो गया. ऐसा नहीं होता. You have to chant properly. Don't make a joke. Don't make a joke. Okay? The fruity mentality is still there, my heart is still hankering for sense enjoyment, and I am chanting Hare Krishna, then you're not hearing, you're not chanting properly. You're definitely making some offenses when you're chanting Hare Krishna. And if offenses are there, that is the sign of offense is that you're not able to attentively hear. Correct? That's one of the offenses anyway is not to attentively hear. And that we are trapped in that loop. So we do not understand actually. See, when you do self-analysis, like Arjuna did self-analysis, and he saw that he's fighting the war, he felt for some personal desire. He felt that, how can I fight with my grandfather? Introspection. And he saw that Karpana dosha. He says, my Lord, I have some weaknesses. Now, moment he understands that, because of that, he goes to Dr. Krishna. Because of that, he hears the medicine from Krishna, correct? He's hearing, he's saying, Krishna, every word is nectar, I'm enjoying it. And then he surrenders to Krishna. So the point is, the problem starts that we do not know that actually I'm sick. We do not, we think everything is fine. Always, if you are introspective, say, Chai. See, what is the position of Shukadeva Goswami? A pure devotee of the Lord. What is the position of Arjuna? Another pure devotee of the Lord. And similar, you talk the instance of Vedavyasa also hearing, or even Yudhishthira hearing. But they are convinced that there is some problem. Even though they are pure devotees, they are convinced. And we are so rotten souls in the metal world, lying in an ocean of sinful activities, desiring ocean of sinful activities. We think, I am fine. Lera. Kya karoge? Hai na? And therefore we don't want to hear. Somebody says, like to chant. I am perfect, I think. There is no need for me to chant. Isn't it? Yes, Monishi Mataji, you wanted
Prabhuji,
to add?
Yes, Prabhuji, I just wanted to say that we are always acting with ego. And we are now, at least thanks to our listening to your classes and learning from you, we are aware that we are acting with ego and we tend to try to control it. But that also leads to fruitive activity, na Prabhuji? Acting with ego.
Yeah.
Leads to fruitive activity, isn't it, Prabhuji?
Correct. So anyway, in the beginning when we are doing devotion service, we cannot do purely. But it's not that we stop devotion service. Just like when you're chanting Hare Krishna, you know what is the quality of the chanting. Correct? But you don't stop because of that. Keep chanting. Chanting will lead to purer chanting one day. Okay? Okay?
Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji, Sadhu Pranam.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
Bilva Mangal Thakur, who was told by Chintamani, and then he again went after that woman, but he inserted the pin inside his eyes and
Can you
he.
imagine the level of introspection? And I tell you, we are worse than Bingula Mark, isn't it true? We are worse than him. But we don't feel anything wrong. It's okay. Or not.
Good morning, Bhaiya.
We will give some philosophy, some to justify. It is Varnashrama, and I am doing. People give all kind of silly excuses for their sinful activities, for their fruitive activity. No. Bilmangala Thakur, just imagine, if Bilmangala Thakur, if you have to follow, I think whole world will be blind. If you have to follow Chota Haridas Thakur, everybody is lying on Sangam only. That, Triveni, abhi gaye the na Kumbh mein, sabhi khood jate hain, karodon log. Whole India's population is inside the water only. So, what is the difference? They were introspective, they agreed.
Yes. Yes.
I did a mistake. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, that is the way to feel. But then, should you do that? No. But Srila Prabhupada is unlimitedly merciful. I told you that example. One devotee left the temple and came back. So then what happened? Srila Prabhupada was asked, Prabhupada, why did he accept it? So Prabhupada said, Nityananda Prabhu's mercy is unlimited. Okay, so we are so fortunate actually, never Nityananda Prabhu will kick us away. We saw the example when Kal Krishna Dasa made a mess, he ran away, he gave up the service to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, ran away to Bhattahari. So when he came back, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, he is not fit to stay with me. But Nityananda Prabhu said, hey, wait, come here. He was crying. He gave him some service. Go to Sachimata, inform her. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was come back, give him some prasadam, some things and all, tell that. Give some service, kept him engaged. Nityananda Prabhu's mercy is, say everybody, unlimited. What is it? Unlimited. Okay? And because of that, we are surviving. Chaitanya Prabhu is very strict. We are like Kar Krishna Dasa or whatever, so many, Chota Haridas Thakur. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very strict. But Nityananda Prabhu doesn't leave. It's very, very merciful.
Hopefully I'll get the...
Yeah, because we are standing a mercy of Nityananda. And how that mercy comes? From Srila. Yes, prasadat.
For me yesterday.
Always remember fact.
Where is it?
Srila Prabhupada is very merciful. You are still chanting Hare Krishna. See what all we have not done. If somebody, somebody
मेरे पास मेरा ट्रेनिंग का मॉड्यूल भी है करने का, ये भी है, फिर ट्रेनिंग का एसओपी है, थोड़ा प्लीज.
So, if we analyze ourselves, we can understand that what we have not done. Don't say what I have done, say what I have not done. Correct? Everything possible, foolish we have done. But still, yes, aprasadat has not happened. You see, if aprasadat would have happened, nagati kutu, you cannot chant one round. You cannot chant. You cannot do anything. You cannot read one page. You cannot chant. Still some mercy is remaining. True? We can feel like a Prabhupada is still merciful, is still wishing. So we have that. So why not such a great personality? We give more pleasure. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasada. Why don't we? Prabhupada once somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, what makes the spiritual master happy? He said, if somebody advances spiritual life, spiritual master becomes very happy. Just like the father, somebody's son yesterday got some award. The father was very happy, very feeling proud. Okay? Father even doesn't mind if he becomes greater than him. He's very happy. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada is ready to bless. He's ready to bless you to even make unlimited disciples around the world. He's ready to bless you to make huge preaching around the world. Srila Prabhupada is ready to give that happily. Okay? Bestow. But rather we give, headache. Again, From this condition to the condition, you imagine your father, mother are sitting. What happened? Again he has done that. What did he do? Again. So this is the condition they are in. But you come to the condition that they smile. Oh, so nice. They give pleasure, pride. And you yourself will also be happy if you advance the spiritual life. Okay? It's for Swartha Gati Vishnu. It's my own self-interest. Nata viduhu. People do not know that their real self-interest is take shelter of Krishna. They don't know. Durashaya bahiyarthamanina. They are unfortunately taken shelter of foolish people. Correct? Durashaya. Andha yathadayupiniyati. They are blind and following the vision of other blind people. Tepi ishatanta murudhamani badaha. But they are tightly bound to the laws of nature and thrown in a cycle of birth and death. So having received the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, let us come out of this foolishness. Okay, chalo, enough of this now. Let us have the darshan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Jai
Rama,
Ho
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Srila Prabhupada ki,
Jai.
Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
Prabhuji,
much,
Hare
Prabhuji. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Sadhu
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna Prabhuji
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna,
Hari Bol, Hari
Hare
Bol.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Bol, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavad Pranam
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.